I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sister by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You got a picture me, send me calling, ready for war like Korea, headlining shows out in Poland, you should be cleaning my mansion. My peasant's disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear the haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Radio's on these. White paint on my toes. I seen a new Bay alert. Gonna be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost. Like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that. You gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like new?
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Richardson on 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw on 2nd down, Richardson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready. Blue ways.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dante Fowler. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Ready.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Able to slither by. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd down, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by Eli Apple. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Here we go.
To throw is Richardson. Looking to throw on second down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Barkley. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's their quarterback with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Giants add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A nice little juke.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
A give to Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
The first down throw for Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready. Blue ready. Easy.
On second down, it's Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Here's Winston. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's got room. And he cuts it right into space. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Ready. Blue ready. Flags up.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ready. Black 22. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Easy, easy, easy. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Here we go.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Ready. Black 22.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's complete to Grant. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Sonic. Ready.
Jameis now on 1st down. He's going to loft one, and that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Let's go now.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Screen, triple C. Here we go. Hey. Let's go.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Ready. Blue ready.
3rd and long for Winston. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there and a 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football. But
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Ready.
From the gun, Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, this from 33. And not the prettiest kick he'll ever have, as this one just does manage to stay inside the right upright and creep over the crossbar. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, it's Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Ready? Blue ready.
Jameis to throw it. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Ready? Blue ready. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready? Blue ready.
Now Jameis on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Winston. Binds, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Winston. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's third down. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Ready. Flag 22.
On play action, Winston. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Now a play fake here on first down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Richardson now on first down. Got an open man. It's a new one. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Richardson to throw on 2nd down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Richardson throwing on 1st down. Onunwa's got it, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Here we go. What? 90.
Now Richardson from the gun. He'll throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
4 down. Check. Ready. Black 22 hot. No. Black left.
They'll go again to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Throwing, Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Ready. Let's go.
Now Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, ready. Black 22.
Here's Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Dancing to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready. Blue lady. Sonic. Hey, sub. Let's go. Sonic.
To throw, Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Ready. Blue waiting.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
3 down, 3 ready.
To the air again with Winston. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. He's going to float this one deep right. And this is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Barkley. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Coleman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On the ground, it's Gallman again. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This is Gallman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all